I bow to God. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you. Good evening. God has given us mouth to speak. The amplifier amplifies it. The birds do not want microphone, nor the lion. We, the humans, want to amplify everything. Good evening to all of you. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev we have assembled here to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Sri Gurudev's coming to West. After a long, long time, I have been coming to Ohio. I came to Ohio first time, it was in 1996, Thanksgiving weekend. And that was my first Thanksgiving. I never knew what it is. I learned through practice of meditation to thank God and to thank everybody, every breath, every moment. This evening, I give my thanks and love to all of you. And I give my thanks to my Gurudev and God again to be back in Ohio and to spend some time with you. Yesterday, a thought came to me. It might sound a little strange. Tomato, eggplant, and pepper, they belong to one family in botany. You know this? Tomato, eggplant, and chili. One family. Tomato is so, when it is ripe, as good as any fruit, you can take it and eat. Eggplant, no. And chili, same family. It is beautiful, the God's creation. We all are humans. We belong to one family, but we all are different in many ways.
Yeah, you hold it, otherwise people will have to. Yeah. People.
God wants to do something even if you don't like. Do you know, few things I don't like. You'll ask me, you have also likes and dislikes. What to do? I'm a human being. I'm not a stone or I'm not a picture. I don't like to look at my own pictures. When I sat in my front is my picture. I don't like to listen to my own voice. Why? Somebody said, your voice is beautiful. I said, I don't know. But myself to listen to my own voice, I don't like it. Similarly, to hold the microphone, the singers, the artists, they love to hold it and they can, for me, I don't like. But God says, be calmly active, maintain calmness, hold the microphone and talk, even if you don't like. Do you know, in the creation, we all are human beings. We all are of different types. Each one is unique. Even they are twins, they're different. The twins might appear a little bit alike, but the nature, behavior, to great extent, there is difference. In multiplicity, in diversity, to perceive unity and oneness is beauty in God's creation. We are in United States of America. It is a good example of this unity. I love USA. You'll ask why. Because, you must be curious to ask me why, or to answer why. My Gurudev loved. My Gurudev came to Europe in 1974, came to USA in 1975. I came to know about my Gurudev in 1974 as a little schoolboy through the newspaper. He wanted to bring me to USA. 4 times my visa was refused. But still then he did not lose his hope. One day he wanted to go to consulate with me to apply for US visa and to pursue. He will plead for me. We both are sitting in the same taxi, and I am praying to God not to get visa, and the Guru is there. Do you know what happened? We were 1 minute late. There is time for entry. My Gurudev is telling, near the entrance, I'm an old Indian monk. Please allow me to go in. They said, Swamiji, come back tomorrow before time. On one hand, I was happy. The other hand, I was a little bit sad because my Gurudev is folding the hands and nobody is listening to him. But he did it. I got visa and I came here. People come to USA, they might be thinking to see something. I landed in New York in the month of April. So People, those who picked me up from the airport, they were telling, here is Empire State Building. I was asking, where is Gurudev? This is World Trade Center. I asked, where is Gurudev? Gurudev loved USA a lot. Gurudev lived in New York City and he knew which street, which avenue. Not only that, he told somebody, can you go and buy this pen for me, writing pen? And he told particularly, you go to this avenue, this street, and this shop, you'll find this pen. When I sit here, I feel my Gurudev's love for USA. It is not just my Gurudev's love. If you think of Paramahansa Yoganandaji, who came 104 years ago to this country, and he made this country as his home. He lived here. For a very short time, he left USA, went to Europe, little bit Africa, and then India. However, I'm happy to be here this evening to spend some time and to speak on a very cryptic teaching of my Guru. Be calmly active and actively calm. I don't know how many people they have really understood it, but today the question is given how. Do you know, in the mythological description, there is the creation can be classified into three. If I use Sanskrit words for this classification, one is Deva, Manava, Danava, divine, human, and devil. We, the human beings, we have the possibility being in the middle, human being in the middle. We can be divine, we can be devilish. Choice is ours. You will ask me, what is the quality of divine nature and devilish behavior? I will use three, again, Sanskrit words. Deva Sanskruti, Manava Prakriti, Danava Vikruti. I put the same three words, divine, human, and devilish, devil. I use three words, Sanskritic culture, divine culture, human nature, devilish perversion. Devils are perverted, human beings, human nature, and divine culture. You will ask, what does it mean? I'm hungry. You will tell there are some fruits. There are some snacks behind. You can have something. To have hunger is natural. To eat when one is hungry, it is natural. To eat even if when one is not hungry, what is it? It is perversion. You eat, you are not hungry. Oh, he is telling you eat, So what? Do you know, sometimes when I travel from place to place, people pressurize me. Baba, please. Baba, please. Yes, food is yours, but belly is mine. So I will not eat. You might have cooked delicious food, but I will not eat. Do you know, one day I was in Germany. That was coincidentally my birthday. Don't ask me when. And I don't want to be present. Nowadays, I'm not attending the birthdays. On that birthday, they prepared my life's first pizza. You know pizza? Okay. Do you know how was it? It was made of a bitter Indian vegetable. Its name is Corella. The stuff on the top of the vegetable, it was Corella, the bitter. I thought, why did you do it? They said, we thought that you like it. How did you know that I like it? They said, because there is a rumor that you like bitter. Do you know what is the fact behind this? I was with my Gurudev. It was in 1994, my first trip to West, 30 years ago. Gurudev and me on the table, they served some food because Gurudev loved little bitter, little sweet, little. So his food was very typical. Then I observed, because they were not used to this bitter food, they're throwing it away. Whatever Gurudev took, whatever I ate, and then they throw it. I didn't like this. Do you know what I did? Gurudev took, and then I put everything. I didn't want food to be thrown, food to be wasted. And that created the impression in the mind of people that he loves bitter. So hunger is natural. To eat without hunger, go on eating, it is perversion. To endure hunger is divine. To endure hunger is divine. Yes, hunger is there. I can wait for some hours, no problem. To be hungry is natural. To snatch away others' food and eat is perversion. Even if you are hungry to feed others and eat, it is culture. Hunger is nature. Sharing with others, first to feed, then you eat, it is culture. And first to eat or snatch away others' food and go on eating, this is perversion. You will be asking me, why do you ask this? Why do I give this example? Since yesterday I have been thinking of this. We belong to same family, like tomato, eggplant, and chili. What are you? Are you like tomato? Are you like eggplant? Or are you like chili? Are you joyful, peaceful? Are you active or reactive or no interest? Do you know this threefold classification speaks of triple qualities of nature in each one of us. This creation is made of triple qualities, trigunatmika, three qualities. Do you know, there are plants, very aromatic. You take a little leaf, smell, beautiful aroma. This noon time, standing outside the house, smelling the aroma of lilac flower. Oh, so pleasant, so sweet. So some plants, they're aromatic. Some plants, no smell, nothing. There are some plants, if you touch it, do you know what happens? Have you touched nettle? Is it pleasant? I can touch it on your cheek. I'll not do it. Itching. We the humans, not only with the humans, the entire creation is made of these triple qualities. The triple qualities, one is calmness, peace, love. The other is action, active, reaction, reactive, or a little bit balance. Third is sloth, doubt, confusion. My friends, my loving ones, tell me, out of these three classifications, out of 24 hours, in which type of state we are? Peaceful, calm, active, or reactive, lazy, or doubtful, confused? Which state we are? Now, question to you, I'm not giving answer. In a day, 24 hours, if you watch your lifestyle, how you spend your 24 hours. I got up little after midnight. I'm talking of today. Looked at the watch. I thought we have to leave about 4:45, 4:45. Now it is 12:30. Why to sleep? Only 4 hours left. So if I sleep, you rest. If you don't sleep, there are two possibilities. Meditate or do something. I prefer to meditate and to do something than sleeping. If there will be any doctor, I know some will tell your body needs rest. Yes, body needs rest, I agree. But there is also a choice. So I prefer not to sleep. I got up, I took early shower, meditated for some time. Then I started writing. Choice is ours, 24 hours, how we want to spend. Success of a person depends upon how one is using these 24 hours, in which manner. Do you know, I feel myself, it is my self-assessment. I am a very successful person. You'll ask, you give yourself, you are giving very high mark, high grade to yourself, because I feel it. Do you know, when I was young, my friends thought I am crazy. Do you know why? Because they were busy in something, I had no interest in that. A friend knocked my door. I'm telling my personal experience. I opened the door. Can you give a matchstick? I said, for what? I want to smoke. I said, no, I'll not give matchstick. I had matchbox. One matchstick. I said, no. Why? I said, I will not give my father's money to be used for creating bad habit in others. If you would have asked matchstick for lighting one incense stick, for creating holy smoke for your prayer, I would have given. Oh, he was not happy with me. They thought I'm crazy. 10 years, 15 years after, the same friends, I'm not telling one. I gave one example. They came to me, they told, do you know, we have changed our assessment. I said, what assessment? We were thinking that you are crazy. Now we realize that you are all right, they are crazy. They are talking of themselves. So observing my life, my lifestyle, my activities, I feel myself giving self-assessment, I'm a successful person. Do you know, somebody asked, what do you do? I said, I'm a businessman. He said, what? You're a businessman? I said, yes. So what type of business you have? I said, look, I'm not only a businessman, I'm an international businessman, multinational. He said, you're a multinational businessman? I said, yes. It's what type of business? I said, I do business with God. Business with God? I said, yes. Business with God. So what is the business? Because I have taken contract that I will do God's work and God will do my work. What is God's work? Do you know what is God's work? It was in 1994, few weeks before coming to Europe. I was traveling in Delhi. I was going from my host's place to the embassy to apply for visa. On the way, there was a church. On the wall of the church, it was written in Delhi, God created mothers because he cannot be everywhere to serve. Again, I'm quoting, God created mothers because he cannot be everywhere to serve. That word, till now, it is vibrant in my mind. Why did God create mothers? Because he cannot be everywhere to serve. Mothers are there to serve. Motherhood is the symbol of service. My life, God's work, my life is to serve. My life is to love. And I'm doing it, I'm doing God's work. And God will take care of my work. And he's taking care of. One day I told, it was in New York City. It was like this, with more people. I said, do you know how rich I am? They looked at me because being a monk and talking of wealth, I said, I'm a student of economics. Don't get worried, concerned. How rich I am. They said, how rich? I said, don't tell anybody. I'm very, very, very rich. They looked at me again. Then I told, do you know, if I want to stay one night, will you keep me at your home? Everybody said yes. I said, do you know how many houses, apartments I have in New York City? All of you, you wanted to keep me. I have so many apartments. How many apartments you have? If I have so many apartments and homes in all the cities I visit, not only that, your car becomes my car. You become my driver. I sit there comfortably. And your bedroom becomes my bedroom. You cook for me. How rich I am. Do you know, human life, how we spend our life, our time, in what type of state of mind we have. When Gurudev used these words, calmness, activity, he chose two qualities. I told that the creation is of triple qualities. Satto, I'm using Sanskrit word a little bit. Satto is purity, calmness, peace. Rajas, activity, reaction, anger, frustration. And tamas, sloth, doubt, confusion. Each one of us, out of 24 hours, in which state we use more, that speaks of our quality of each person. Do you know, when I was young, 17, 18, 19, 20, that is period, I was having some trouble. I had always trouble. Don't think that, even now also I have trouble. Do not, you'll ask, now you have trouble? Yes. What is your trouble? Holding the microphone? So I had trouble. I went to the doctor. Doctor asked me, what is the problem? How can I said, I'm sleeping. He said, how long? I said, 18 hours, 19 hours. What? 18 hours, 19 hours you are sleeping? I said, yes. I can't believe. I said, yes, I'm telling truth. I've come to you. He said, maybe you have no tension. Maybe you have studied well. You have no anxiety for examination. How can you sleep like I am sleeping? The doctor said, you are a first case. People come and complain that we don't get sleep. We have problem in sleep. So you are telling that I have problem sleeping long and long and long. Do you know what he did? He gave me tonic. I don't know here there is tonic or not. And tonic had 35% alcohol. And when I took it, my sleep was even deeper. 24 hours, how do you spend? In calmness or no? Anxiety, fear, tension. Today we started from the ashram in Denver. We have one center. The name is Temple of Peace. So morning, when we all are almost ready to depart, so there was a question to me, have you got your flashlight? I said, have you? Because I forgot my flashlight. You know, I forget. I forget many things. And to forget is good. But I don't forget one thing. Do you know what? I don't forget God. I don't forget love. So I forgot my flashlight in Los Angeles before going to South America. It was a few days ago. And flashlight is needed. If it is there, all right. If it is not there, all right. It is usually at night time during my sleep. When I get up, I want to look at the watch, how much time it is. What is the time? That is when I need the flashlight. So in the morning when I said, I don't know. I didn't say I had to silence. So there was a little, where is flashlight? Where is flashlight? What happened? So we came, we landed in the airport. So check in, then you go, security. US is very beautiful. Don't know, when I came first, I found people are going up, except international arrival. Domestic flight, people go to the gate. They can sit near you till you board the flight. I'm telling before 9/11. Nowhere in the world I saw this, that people can go up to the gate, sit with you. And it was so nice. And do you know what happened once? Once during those days, I was flying without a single coin with me. I was traveling all over the world, not a single coin. Now I travel, sometimes here in USA, people are traveling with me. But for example, for intercontinental flight, once they leave me near the airport, finish. I have no way to communicate. No telephone, no internet, nothing. So when people are going with me to the gate, so, one day the flight was cancelled. I'm telling in 1997, April. So they immediately tried to rebook. During those days, there was no internet and all this. Anyhow, I could take another flight, not directly, but USA was possible. Nowhere. USA is beautiful. So now another thing in USA, TSA free. Fantastic. Before that, you remove the suits, remove your watch, put take the computer out, this, that. You have nothing. You just put everything in your bag and go straight. Another thing USA is beautiful. Do you know? This is global entry. I don't know how many of you go out of USA and come, because a person like me, going in, coming out, going in, coming out, and so fantastic. Nothing, nobody's asking about. Earlier they used to ask me, since how long you have left USA? How long you will be staying in USA? And so on, immigration. Nothing. Just stand, the machine clicks your photo, and the man is sitting near the entrance, and he knows already my name. Swami, bye. Go on. Telling my name. So nowhere in the world you will find this. So beautiful. However, when you travel, you might have a heavy bag. The airline might tell that only 2 bags, one carry-on bag, one personal, small bag, nothing. This morning I was looking at it is Southwest. So the flight is quite empty. One lady having this small bag and another small and one carry-on. Really, 2 are really small. And that lady looked at it and said, you are allowed to take 2 bags. So immediately she put the small bag inside that and select. Because the rule is 2. However, how is your mind throughout the day? Is it peaceful? Is it active? Or is it reactive? Or it's lazy? My Gurudev, when he told that if you want to be successful in life, cultivate 2 things, not the third. What is calmness and activity? Now the question is it possible? The answer is yes. You can maintain calmness and you can be active. Ordinary people, they are reactive. They react immediately. Because whatever they put in their mind, if there is something less or something more, mind reacts. Ordinary mind reacts. Devil mind reacts. Human mind acts. Human means, and divine mind is calmly active. Again, devil reacts. Human acts. Divine calmly acts. The choice is ours, what we want to be. Now the question will be how? I'll tell you. I was going to appear at, this is my personal experience, at a public service commission's exam. I was working before, like you. So, quite a few. I was one among them. I was in my 27, 28. Others were much younger. I was quite older in that test. I knew they all know more than me. I know they all have studied more than me. I know it. But I was seeing so much of tension, anxiety, fear, such big volumes of economics book and this. So I was sitting and observing them. I was not doing anything. And somebody is going for interview, the name is called going in. I see that with how much tension one is going. And coming out with so much unhappiness coming. I was mentally thinking, why? Why is it so? It is ordinary human nature. You will tell, if you hear somebody's health is bad, even if your health is bad, can you maintain inner calmness? The answer is no. Why not? There are many people suffering. Suffering comes to me. Suppose today I'm sitting here and talking to you, and suppose tomorrow the body will be sick. There is no guarantee. Why can't we maintain, okay, this came to me, I have to face it. I have to be joyful. I have to be peaceful. It is possible, but you have to work for it. My Gurudev said, you have two hands. You don't have more hands, you have. A friend of mine asked, do you know there was book fair at Bhubaneswar? So we have our ashram's book stall also in the book fair. So a friend of mine came and asked, has your Swamiji come? He said, the others, they said, no, I'm a friend of your Swamiji. So they greeted him. Your Swamiji, that friend of mine was telling, your Swamiji travels a lot, isn't it? He said, he's always busy. They said, where does he find time to write books? Every day he's some new books coming, this book is coming. Where does he find time? Do you know? If we cultivate, Gurudev said, you have two hands. You have two hands, but I have more hands. What? You have more hands? Yes. I am more hand, but I am not a Ravana. You know Ravana? Those who are from India, they know it. Ravana is the pictorial representation of a devilish man who had 20 hands. How many hands? 20 hands. Is it possible? I will tell you it is possible. And how many heads do you know? Only 10 heads. A person having 10 heads and 20 hands, this is an example of using artificial intelligence and increasing human efficiency to such an extent, 10 heads and 20 hands. I tell that I have many hands. Do you know how many hands I have? I have my two hands. There are many hands to help me, those who love me. They lift up. Do you know, one day I was standing, not standing, I was standing in the line for check-in in Frankfurt. When I travel, I have quite a bit heavy bags. And 3 checked-in to check-in suitcases and carry-on baggage and so on. So there were some disciples and some mothers. Mothers means ladies, I'm telling. Some mothers were there and they were lifting up the bag and putting on the belt. That lady in the counter was observing. Then she looked at me and told, you must be a good gentleman. I asked why. The ladies are lifting up your heavy bags and putting on the belt. I have never seen it. Many hands. I have many hands, and with that I live. I have many hands, with that I work. I have many hands, with that I accomplish. I have many heads. Do you know? Somebody tells your head. Yes, I have. Do you know, I have my boss. So who is your boss? God is my boss. Guru is my supervisor. And some are my guide. So if we want to be successful, Gurudev said, you have two hands. Which hand you write? Some say, I write with the right, and some say, I write with left. When I was born, I was left-handed. Those who are mothers, they can easily know the child is left-handed or right-handed. The mothers are the best psychologists. Because which hand the baby is using more, holding something, putting in the mouth, from that the mother can easily understand the baby is right-handed or left-handed. In India during my time, nowadays it is changing. Right hand is auspicious, left hand is not so auspicious. Right hand is educated. People write in right hand. So I was told always no left hand. No left hand. No. Telling no to me with the left hand. So I started using right hand. But I can write in the left hand, I can write in the right hand faster, left hand slow. My Gurudev says, if you study and write in your left hand, the left hand is educated, not the right hand. Those who are skillful Or if we train the children, you can use both the hands. There is example of one person who was expert in both the hands. One person I know till now, from the ancient human history till now, expert in both the hands for everything. This hand equal. He was Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. His name is Sabyasachi, expert in using both the hands equally. We can cultivate ourselves. We can make our life practically productive, inwardly peaceful, full of love, and it is possible. Do you know, when I was a little boy, I saw an actor. That actor, he was a stage actor. He could do all this. He could do man's action, he could do women's action, he could change immediately dialogue, he could sing, he could play instruments. You can't imagine, I have seen him. He was playing harmonium in two hands, beating drum with the leg, and singing song. And immediately turning this side, the dialogue of the male person, turning this side, the dialogue of the, changing the voice. How could he do this? All this, all practice, nothing else. When my Gurudev said, be calmly active and actively calm, and how? First understand, we are the human beings, we are born for action. Let's be clear. And if you look at the nature, all are active. And few are reactive, and this reaction to animals, some animals are reactive. It is because of contact with us. Otherwise, they are active. The entire creation is dynamic. You just think. Now it is spring season. Who taught the plants? Fall is coming. Snow is coming. Drop your leaves. Who told the plants? Summer is coming. Spring is coming. Bring out flowers, leaves, and so on. They are active. Sometimes they're sleeping like in winter, dynamic in spring, more active in summer, and then getting themselves prepared in winter or fall. Creation is like that. We human beings, we can be active, we can be calm, but if we become reactive, we waste our mind, we waste our time. Not only that, we affect with our reaction, with our emotion, others in a negative way. To be active and calm, how is it possible? The simple answer is, those who follow the path of self-discipline and meditation, they can easily be calmly active and actively calm. What happens? 24 hours. Few hours the body should take rest. The rest of the hours should be properly planned. Little exercise, little meditation, little prayer, and your all activities. Whatever, you are a wife, you are a husband, you have a job, you have business, you have to travel, you have to, activities will be there. But this little bit discipline, self-discipline, and combined with little prayer and meditation, it fuels your body and mind in such a way there will be continuation of calmness in spite of your activities. Those who meditate and pray, those who cultivate their mind and maintain some inner calmness, and especially, you see, I have been practicing this Kriya Yoga meditation, which I teach, or we teach. I have been practicing, it is more than 4 decades, say 43 years. I've been practicing it. So I know, because when the mind is a little bit tired, I feel, okay, mind needs little rest. Mind is getting a little bit irritated. I feel, okay, my mind, be peaceful. Mind is getting agitated, calm down. Those who meditate, those who pray, they live a conscious life. In this conscious state of living, they are not only conscious of their breath, or they're conscious of even thought before coming to you, just when thought is just knocking, they can feel it. So meditation, self-discipline, meditation, prayer, it brings calmness into life. And with calmness of mind, you can act, you can work much more efficiently than other people. I have seen in my life from my young age, because those who study also, if they want to study well, they need some calmness. They need some concentration. Those who have some concentration or calmness, they can study very well. I have observed in my life, as I told you in the beginning, I consider myself to be very successful. I know my mind. I know my mind's action and reaction. I regulate them very carefully. I know my body. I know how the body should be handled. I try to manage this body. For the last 30 years, I've been roaming. And last few years, it was a little less. This year is really, from India, from the beginning of this year, so hectic. But I know this body, it is going on. It is all right. The question is how. I gave the answer. Daily self-discipline, discipline your lifestyle, discipline your food habit, little exercise or walk, and prayer and meditation. And again, I'll tell you, I have a friend. We took initiation on the same day, and he became a banker. When in his young age, he was we call in India the probationary officer. So in the beginning of his career, when he was working in the bank, his manager gave some work and he finished it in no time. And then he was sitting, during those days, there was no computer or anything. You have to do everything manually. So then he was sitting and reading. The manager came and asked, "Have you finished your work?" He said, "Yes." "How could you finish it?" Then he looked at the paper and everything is done. "How could you do it?" He smiled. "Others take so long time, you could finish it?" He smiled. "Tell me why." He said, "I meditate." When one really meditates and prays, efficiency increases, productivity increases, and that is activity. So with these few words, I conclude my talk. I give little time to you. If you have any question, feel free to ask. And mostly it will be good if it is related to discussion. Be calmly active, and how. Thank you all. My love to all of you. When I speak on be calmly active and actively calm, I have been practicing it. I remember my Gurudev. I feel his love. So my Gurudev came to Ohio, Cincinnati in 1992. So 1992 means 32 years ago. And that was the first and the last time, so far as I know. Any question?
Can you talk a little bit on the difference between self-discipline and maybe being too hard on yourself? Can you talk or give a little more on being self-disciplined versus being too hard on yourself?
Okay. So he wants to know or to hear a little bit more on self-discipline. Few days ago, we were going for a walk. Near ashram, there is a beautiful park. So while normally I'm not talking, sometimes today till noon time I was not talking. Then I started talking. So I asked, what is the sign of development? What are the parameters you think that a country is developed? So people spoke on from economics, this, that. I said, all right, but give your own personal view. Then I told, do you know how a country is developed if there is no need of police? A country is developed, people are civilized. I told developed, civilized. So there will be no need of police. There will be no need of traffic light. There will be no need of attorneys or there will be no need of courtroom. So like this, if is it possible? The possible. If we really follow the law is there, rule is there. Suppose you drive. Today I was hearing from a good friend of mine. He was telling that within this many years, how many tickets he has got in driving. So, and he was comparing with his wife, how many tickets she has got, no ticket. So if everybody follows, there is a principle. Suppose the sun is rising, the sun is setting, daylight, night darkness. If there is a simple law and law of nature, if we follow, so it's much easier. But you see, too many police, too many laws, too many. One day, it was in, where it was? It was in Detroit. It was in Detroit. After one evening meditation, it was, people are meditating in a devotee's house, in the basement. Quite 50, 60 or 70 people were meditating. And when I came up, I found a police. He has already entered the house. He said, sir, what is going on here? I said, people are meditating. What? Meditating? Can I see them? I said, yes. He came with me and looked. All people are sitting so quiet and peaceful. He said, so many people, pin drop silence. I said, yes, they are meditating. For how long? I said, they come and meditate for 1 hour, 30 minutes, they'll go back. So for how many days you are here? I said, for 3 more days. He said, all right. Then he explained, some neighbor has complained because of parking or this something, and the police has come. Then he said, all right, have your meditation for 3 more days. They are so peaceful. And then he left. I was happy to see that such beautiful experience. Police had, we do not follow the rule. You will say, what is the rule? As I gave you in the beginning, I gave you the example. Hunger is natural. What to eat, how much to eat, how to eat, there is a rule. And we do not follow it. You will tell nobody taught it. On the packet it is written, cigarette smoking is, it is written. And most of us or anybody who smokes, he knows how to read and write. He reads, but then he does it. Discipline, is a very beautiful word. One who follows the path of discipline becomes divine. One who deviates from the path of discipline becomes devilish. So discipline, nobody teaches discipline to the birds and animals because they love nature. Nature is disciplined and they are naturally disciplined. I was in Sao Paulo. At 3 o'clock, the birds were chirping. I asked the Swami there, why the birds are chirping at this time? They said they are confused. Do you know, because of the traffic sound? They think it is already daylight. They think it is already morning. So we deviate from natural life. My friend, when you ask of self-discipline, anything which is good for me, I'll do experiment on me. I'll apply in my life joyfully, not with a forceful way. For example, when I was young, I was sick, very, very sick. Medicine was not helping me so much. For example, if I gave the suffering of like asthma, how much medicine can help? So when I was told, change your food, it was a little difficult, but I accepted it. I liked it, understood it, finished. Self-discipline is a loving way of accepting some values, some standard, some restriction, telling no to my own mind. The mind will tell, do this. No. This is what self-discipline is. To be strict to myself. I need not be too strict to others, but to be strict to myself. Thank you. Any more question? Please. Yes, you stand up.
No animal eats around lunchtime.
No?
Animal. And like you cannot hunt during lunchtime or fish during lunchtime because of the sun is right on the head. And no animal eats after sunset, so to speak. Like there are no deer hits. Now all our life is around lunch and late dinner. So how do you say no, friends?
Do you know, it is a difficult question. Food is, body needs food. It is true what is said. The nocturnal animals, they eat at night, they don't eat in the day. The animals, birds, those who are active in the daytime, they eat in the morning, and usually after sunset, they don't, nothing, they come back to their nest or anywhere. We, the human beings, thinking that we have all freedom, we abuse our, all potentiality in a wrong way. It depends upon you, how do you manage your life? Do you know, food is the largest industry, and there is more and more innovation of creating different type of food. New food is coming into the market, and just to entertain this little tongue. Most of the people, they eat for the tongue, not eating for the body and mind. And most of the people in the world do not know that food affects the body, food affects the mind, food affects life. In Sanskrit, there is one word, anna. Anna means food. The definition of anna, it is simple meaning is food. Its definition given in why its name is anna. Anna is from the root verb of the other means to eat. That which we eat is food. It's given in Taittiriya Upanishad. Adyate atti cha bhutanam tasmat annam taduchyate. That which we eat and that which eats us is food. Again, we eat food and food eats us. Human beings, day by day, more and more, is becoming slave of food. Today I was sitting in the aeroplane, and there was some information paper from the airlines. There is some, what they say, what type of drink? You don't pay. It is complimentary drinks. It is written complimentary drinks. So there is a list of drinks. I was reading that. There is written cranberry juice, orange juice, apple juice, but no tomato juice. There was different water. It is written this water, that water. So then it is written Diet Coke, Coca-Cola, and so on. So there is a list. It is given free. Even if you give free, I will not drink. You will not drink? No, I will not drink. I fly. Your food is added in the, in the ticket. They are not generous that they give you free. So food is added, you pay for that, but I don't eat. You don't eat, and I don't eat. Why? I don't eat, that's all. It is we the human beings, and the entire human being is suffering from many diseases because of food. So food also make you calm, food will make you active, food will make you reactive, food will make you sick, food will make healthy, food will make you lazy. Food. Oh God, be careful. Thank you for asking about food. I love food. I love to cook. So food, my Gurudev said, food is God. Then Gurudev said, food is medicine. Gurudev said, hunger is disease, food is medicine. As medicine should be taken at the right time, in the right dose, quantity, take food like that. And I have seen my Gurudev's food habit is so disciplined. Thank you. Any more question? Please stand up. Loud, please, or come forward.
How do you cultivate the habit of meditation?
How to cultivate the habit of meditation? Thank you. How to cultivate the habit of sleeping? You'll say, what? When your body is tired, you lie down. I don't know if you have watched, once I watched, there is a little video clip of Paramahansa Yoganandaji in BBC. He's telling, you people, you don't know how to sleep. I can sleep at any time, or I can sit with my eyes open, and then he's entering into samadhi. Most of us, we don't know how to sleep. Now you are asking about meditation, how to motivate or how to... What is this meditation? Simple question, what is it? Ordinary mind thinks a lot. Peaceful mind, calm mind, very limited and restricted thought. Selected thought, peaceful mind, selected thought. And meditative mind, one thought or no thought. Again, ordinary mind, flow of thoughts. This thought, that I'll do this in the middle. I have forgotten that. After mind is like ordinary mind. And peaceful mind, focused mind, selected thought. I have to work this much. And meditative mind, or in meditation, one thought or no thought. How to do it? It doesn't come overnight. Little practice, little practice, little practice, little practice. How to practice? Have you learned how to drive? You do know, out of many things which I don't know, many things I don't know. One is how to drive. Somebody asked me, why did you learn it? I said, do you know why? Well, I don't want to learn it. He said, why? I don't want to learn, because if once I learn it, you have to drive. There was one, I'm telling the story long ago. It is not a story, it is incident. One Indian young man came to study in this country, and he got married with one young lady from here. And that lady knew that he cooks good. The husband cooks very nice. This lady didn't cook. Once I met them long before coming to West, so then both were talking to me. The wife was telling, he's a very good cook. Then I asked about you. Then immediately husband said, she doesn't cook. She's very intelligent. She knows that. If she cooks, then I'll not cook. So she's not cooking. So I don't want to drive. Once I know driving, they will tell, there is a vehicle, you can go. Why should I go? You should be my driver. So just like if I want to learn how to drive, I need an instructor, somebody to help me. Similarly, if you want to learn meditation, find somebody who can help you. And then you have to motivate, again, the self-discipline. Here I am telling self-motivation. You have to motivate yourself. I will sit down. When I sat there below, sitting on that small chair to lift up the legs and to, so in the beginning I did a little exercise. And Bhadrai Baba was telling, oh, it is too small, but I could manage. It is all practice. My Gurudev said, practice, practice, practice. Practice will give you perfection. Never expect perfection without practice. So little practice, little practice, little practice, it will help you. And you have to motivate yourself. Self-discipline, self-motivation. Thank you. Any more question? Please.
How do you guard yourself in an environment you want to be calm and active, but your environment has a lot of anxiety, stress?
Sid said, how to cope with the environment. You want to be calm, you want to be active, but the environment drags you in other way. Do you know, my Gurudev said, heredity, environment, and culture. We are human beings, it is our heredity. We are human. We are not animals. Animals have no choice. Suppose you have choice in the morning what breakfast you want to take. You will take cereal, you will take toast, you will take this, you will take that. You have choices. And I have no choice. Do you know why? I don't take breakfast. Animals have no choice. Tiger will not have a choice of vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food. They have no choice. We, the human beings, that is why we are human. We have choice, what I'll do, what I'll not do. That is our heredity. The environment in which we are, we the human beings, we have the ability to create our own environment. Yes, I stay in a family, my husband is like this. He's completely opposite to me, but we are married, we are staying together, that's fine. But I will cooperate in such a way, or I will adjust in such a way, the husband's, he's happy, I also do my work. Do you know what happened? I was in Cincinnati, one teaching meditation for the beginners. I was asking, how did you come? How did you come? How did you come? So there was one man, I said, how did you come to this program? He said, because of my wife. I said, what happened? Then he said, I have observed my wife since quite few months, and she has been practicing. I have seen the change in her. That's all. Seeing change in her, I thought this meditation is helping. What happens in the negative environment, we can grow faster. People have a wrong idea. They think that in positive environment, we'll grow faster. In the negative environment, we grow faster than positive environment. In negative environment, we have to prepare ourselves a little bit steady and strong. Don't complain about environment. Don't complain that there is no time. You can find out your time, it is in your hands. Modern lifestyle is a very, don't take it in a negative way. As I told you, culture, nature, and devil, I will tell the perversion. Culture, nature, and perversion. You'll say, what does it? Modern lifestyle is perverted lifestyle. eat fruit is nature. To take fruit juice is culture. To take something fermented out of, am I clear? That is, to be smile is divine. To be peaceful is good. To be unhappy, angry, upset, irritated, it is perversion. So my Gurudev said, you can change your own environment. When I was a student in meditation, I was staying in this hostel. I was a college student and I had roommate. And I was taught that you should not meditate in the presence of those who are not initiated. To know what I was doing? I was meditating when my friend was sleeping. And when his friend is up, he doesn't know what I have done. Meditation is over. In negative environment, if you are really strong, you can find out your own way, but it will help you to be more determined, more confident, so don't complain. You find out the way, and you will find out. Those who are from India, they might have heard the name of Prahlada. Prahlada was a little boy. His father was a powerful ruler, but atheist. But he is believer in God. But he continued. Even if the father was torturing, creating, but he didn't lose his own faith. So that is needed. Am I clear? I hope so. Any more question? Please.
Namaste, Swami. Swami, I've heard about different yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Kriya Yoga. Which one should I?
Please sit down. Okay. So, do you know, this modern times, there are many new yogas are coming up. Somebody told me that I want to begin, he was a yoga teacher. So, will you allow to use your name for yoga? I said, what is, he said, I want to make Prajnana Yoga. I said, what Prajnana Yoga? He said, same thing. What I'm teaching, I'll teach the same thing, but I'll keep a name. People teach Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga, some exercises, some breathing technique. You will find different schools, different names. And even they are using trademark. Kriya Yoga, I will tell about Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga is the integration of three forms of yoga. You will ask, what is it? Kriya Yoga is integration of karma, action, jnana, knowledge, bhakti, devotion. It is integration. You will say, from where did you get it? Says Patanjali, who is the Acharya of yoga philosophy. In his Yoga Sutra, he gave a sutra, Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishwara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. It is 2 by 1, Yoga Sutra. Tapaha, action, Swadhyaya, knowledge, Ishwara Pranidhana, love for God, devotion, integrated together is Kriya Yoga. I practice Kriya Yoga. I love God, devotion. I live with God, knowledge. I try to do the will of God or serving God is action. Am I clear? So, but for you, you can follow any path. But there should be yoga. Yoga means the union with your beloved. Don't forget. Any yoga is good. But do it sincerely, in a disciplined manner, but regularly do it, no matter. Modern times, what happens? The internet, Google Guru, so there are many. We search, even if you go and search for Kriya Yoga, you might find many. He's telling this, this telling this. Oh God, this is a funny age. Thank you. Last question. if there is any lust. Please.
Can children meditate?
Can children meditate? Did you not meditate when you were in mother's womb? Do you know? In mother's womb, we all meditated. You may not know it. It is true. There is a beautiful book, Upanishad. It is known as Garbha Upanishad. So we meditated in mother's womb. When we were born, we came out of the mother's womb. Slowly and slowly, our meditative state. If you look at the baby sleeping, if you look at the facial expression of the baby, you'll see that it is not just sleeping, because the baby sleeps a long period of time in early babyhood. It is not sleeping really. The baby is meditating. If you look at the eyes, the movement of the eyes, sometimes the eyebrows up, the baby meditates. But slowly, when the senses get more attracted towards world, and this is the miserable condition of us, do you know? Everybody loved the baby. Children, quite lovable. And same child, when he's getting older and older and older, like you and me and so on, how many people really love us? Baby was loving because baby was meditating. Unfortunately, we did not train the baby in that way. Children can meditate, but be very intelligent, how much to teach, how to teach, not to teach too much. But very simple thing to teach, it can be. Children can meditate. Thank you all. My love for all of you, but I'll not let you go. We'll meditate for a minute or two. Wherever you are, you please sit straight, if it is possible. And close your eyes. Remember, this body of mine, body of ours, it is not the body, it is the temple. Outside temple is man-made. Body temple is God-made. All pervading divinity present in this body temple also. Inside the temple, there is altar. Inside the body temple, you create your own altar. It can be in your heart, it can be in the midpoint of eyebrows, it can be elsewhere, wherever is convenient for you. Be near that altar. Breath is going in and coming out. Watch your breath inflowing, ingoing, and outgoing. When the breath is going in, feel it is love of God. When breath is coming out, let it be full of peace. Inhale with love, exhale with peace. Every breath, watch, feel, and be. Make your breath little slow, long, and deep. Inhale slow, long, and deep. Exhale slow, long, and completely. Inhale slow, long, deep with love. Exhale slow, long, and completely in peace. Times. Again, normal conscious breath. 1 minute in silence, try. Om, Amen. Thank you all. I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Let there be peace, progress, and prosperity everywhere.